I think one thing I can share is if you're a fan of Black Ops 2 back in the day, especially if you're a fan of Black Ops 2 competitive, you're going to have a good time with Black Ops 7.
That's music to many ears.
Oh yeah, music to many ears. Do you hear this, dude? You hear this majestic, exquisite BS at a Call of Duty right now? If you're a fan of Black Ops 2 back in the day, especially if you're a fan of Black Ops 2 competitive, you're going to have a beautiful time with Black Ops 7. Do you hear this shit? You know, we're hearing this nonsense from all these hype men. Are we back? Like, we'll see two pictures. We'll see two screenshots of Black Ops 7 that show, like, basically nothing. And we got the hype man out here asking if we're back, and we'll hear, like, one little leak about the game, and apparently Call of Duty is saved. But they were just saying that a couple of months ago when we got Verdansk back for Warzone. You know, we're back. Are we back? We're so back. Call of Duty is saved. We got the devs out here talking like this. But the new COD fans, they cry about us living in the past all the time. But here's the developers of the goddamn game talking about, well, if you love this game from the past, though, you're going to love the newest game. Like, and it's hilarious because all these Call of Duties that we've been getting in this Warzone era, it just feels like regurgitation after regurgitation. Like, they all feel and look the same, kind of in the worst possible ways, though. But here we go. We're going back to Black Ops 2. We're going back to 2012. And now you're going to see those modern slob Noob Warfare 2019 fanboys, the ones that started sometime in this Warzone era, talking about how this is going to be the greatest Call of Duty ever made because we're going back to Black Ops 2. Even though they didn't play Black Ops 2, they just heard us talk about it. They shitted on us for bragging about how good that game is. But now Call of Duty is going to be saved because we're going back to Black Ops 2. I see the odd person stop by the channel here and there talking about how Black Ops 2 was overrated. You know these are some modern slob Noob Warfare 2019 fanboys. Most of us back in the day, we loved Black Ops 2, man. There wasn't too many things about it that you couldn't like. Even the competitive scene was lit back then. But hearing this out of the developers, hearing this from these hype men, you know, it kind of got me a little bit annoyed at this juncture. Because we're talking about things that Black Ops 2 had or didn't have that we have going on with modern COD now. Just the matchmaking alone in modern COD makes this franchise play like a completely different franchise. It's a complete 180. The game doesn't play the same anymore. Most of the time you know what's going to be. Most of the time when you get on the game, you know you're going to be sweating your ass off. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to be stressed out the entire time you're on the game, and you're going to have to bust your ass just to finish with a 1 KD, unless you're reverse boosting or whatever. You're going to have to bust your ass just to get a few kills, man, to finish with a 1 KD. You already know this, but you already know, too, if you're actually putting in some work and you're like one off of whatever your highest streak is, whatever, you know you're going to eat some sus as hell death that you can't explain. Your jaw's on the floor, and it is what it is, man. All you can do is just throw your hands up. Like, you can't. Just wait to respawn, man. And you're probably going to get hit with an ass respawn, and you're going to get shot in the back as soon as you spawn. Because that's the way the spawns are in these newer Call of Duties as well, too. Not saying we didn't have any terrible spawns back in the day. They're just way worse now. Consistently worse in these newer CODs. And I think that has something to do with the matchmaking, too. Just the matchmaking alone tells me that this dev talking about Black Ops 7 is going to be a lot like Black Ops 2. He's completely full of shit. But it's not even just the matchmaking. What about the cheating? What about the non-existent anti-cheat? Like, yeah, we saw a few cheaters back in the day. You would see a few lag switchers. It was nothing like it is today, especially in the competitive scene. You barely heard any pro players complain about cheaters back then. Anybody who played ranked consistently, you would barely hear them ever complain about cheaters. The odd one here and there. I'm talking about, like, you might run into one every couple of months or some shit, man. I think I ran in Black Ops 2 entire life cycle. I think I seen like 3 cheaters. Dead ass. Until obviously after its life cycle, that's when you start seeing more of them. But when it was in its prime, I might have seen like 3, maybe 5 or something. You barely saw them, dude. And I put a hell of a lot more time into Black Ops 2 than I do in Call of Duty now, man. I love that game. I played the shit out of it. Just the cheating and matchmaking alone tells me that these devs are full of shit. The bugs, the glitches, the servers. We were on peer-to-peer back then, and we had better connections back then. Found lobbies way faster back then than we do now. Hit detection was better back then. I'm not saying it was perfect, man. Don't twist the words. I'm not saying it was perfect. It was better back then. You're talking to somebody who played those games in their prime, and I'm here now still playing these games in their prime. And I'm telling you, I'm not looking at this with rose-tinted goggles. I'm not nostalgia baiting or anything like that. Connection, hit detection was better back then on peer-to-peer because of modern COD's crusty matchmaking. And let's not forget about those beautiful, persistent lobbies we had in Black Ops 2. You guys remember them? You remember you used to find a lobby and it was a chill lobby. There were some cool people in there. You could just shoot the shit. And they weren't playing like scumbags either, trying to get their KD as high as possible. So they're using all the cheese, using all the cheap tactics and strats to try to bump their KD up as high as they possibly can. They were just chilling out, trying to enjoy some Call of Duty. And you could just stay in there. You could stay in there for 20 games if you wanted to. And as long as everybody else stayed in there, y'all were chilling. You guys remember those days? Yeah, we lost those with modern noob warfare 2019. See, a lot of people think that I just completely hate Modern Warfare 2019. Well, I don't hate the campaign. I did hate the multiplayer. I thought the multiplayer played like complete and total ass buns. You know, but the graphics were good. The sounds were great. The streaks were kind of ass. The maps were ass. Like the game, the multiplayer played like shit in my opinion. But the reason why I dog on Modern Warfare 2019 as much as I do is because that's the game when we got Warzone and multiplayer was just placed on the full price portion of the game was placed on the back burner. But most of the things we don't like about COD now started in that game. I mean, we're talking about a game that tried to remove our mini-map, bro. Our mini-map. Something we had since I started on Call of Duty 4. They tried to take that shit out, man. And then when they gave it back to us, it still didn't work right. And Infinity Ward still can't get right with this. But what about the monetization? You want to talk about how, oh, you're going to like Black Ops 7 if you like Black Ops 2? What about the bundles? We didn't see no Powerpuff Girls running around Black Ops 2 breaking immersion. We didn't see none of that shit. We didn't see no furries. Like, whatever Call of Duty got going on now with these new developers and their bestiality and these furries, and they really, really, really love animals, man. It's kind of weird. It's like some Bobby Kotick shit. I could go on and on why these people are full of shit, but you guys get the idea. And I know what the fanboys are going to show up in this video and they're going to start crying about us crying and complaining about us complaining, choosing to watch these videos to defend the multi-billion-dollar company. I know what they're going to tell me. Oh, well, Black Ops 2 had skill-based matchmaking, man. Stop lying, GILMOURRR. Dude, I've been through this a million times on this channel. Yes, Black Ops 2 was the first time we saw skill-based matchmaking. Not the matchmaking we have now. Skill-based matchmaking. And they toned it back when everybody complained about it. You need to get your facts right when you're showing up with the bullshit. The brain rot from these new-gen fanboys, it's cringe as fuck. That's why they love playing maps like Stakeout all the time. They only play maps like Stakeout. That's another thing, the maps. The original maps in Black Ops 7 are going to play nothing like Black Ops 2. But that's all I got for this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll talk to you on that next one.